Hi, this is day 3 of my 7-day booty core challenge. Today we're back to the booty. In the first 6 exercises, we're going to be doing elevated bridges. So find a chair, a couch, whatever you have close by. I'm going to be using this stool, which is all I have available for when I'm filming, and it's a little bit too high for me. I'm unable to press my foot flat to the platform, which makes it pretty difficult when I'm doing the single leg bridges. So I recommend finding something a little bit shorter unless you have longer legs than me. If the elevated bridges cause you any pain in your knee or your back, then just modify with a regular bridge. Before we get started, to support my channel, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and make sure you comment below so I know that you've completed day 3. It makes me smile.
If you haven't already been moving today, I've linked a warm-up in the top right corner of this screen and in the bio. As you get yourself set up for your first round of elevated bridges, place your feet flat on the platform, or for more challenge like I'm doing in the video, your feet are flexed with your weight in the heels. Knees are stacked over hips, legs are hugged together. Shoulders are pressing down and your chin is slightly tucked with your eyes looking up. Remember to not turn your head to the screen when your hips are up or you're going to have a sore neck tomorrow. As you press down into your feet, tuck your tailbone under, squeezing your lower abs and your glutes. Make sure you hold at the top for a moment. In these elevated bridges, we're not lifting as high as, say, a yoga bridge. We're keeping our shoulder blades on the ground, and we're focusing on tucking the tailbone under, pulling the stomach muscles in to maintain a neutral spine. This is going to be more stable for your lower back and give you a deeper connection into your glutes. If your knees are bothering you in this elevated bridge position, then definitely modify with your feet on the ground. Teeny tiny pulses are next. To maintain neutral spine, remember to tuck your tailbone under and squeeze your belly button in. Now just a heads up that with this elevated bridge, you're going to feel a lot more work in your hamstrings than you would in a regular bridge. Press the shoulders back and down, and your arms can also press into the earth, toning your triceps. Now we're going to progress to single leg bridging, which is going to be challenging in elevation. You can always return to the bridge that we just worked on. We're going all the way up and down. Continue to squeeze your core and glutes and focus on keeping your hips as level and stable as possible. So you'll notice that your hips are going to want to twist in this movement. Keep squeezing your core. Push down through the standing heel to squeeze your glute. I like to breathe out on the lift up. That's just going to help engage the deep core muscles. Because of the height of my platform, I found this exercise really challenging. So I'm going to be switching sides. If you want more challenge, you could stay on this one side and pulse up and down. It can be helpful to put your hand on your glute to remind yourself to squeeze as your hips lift up, so you're not just using your hamstrings and your back muscles. Relax your shoulders, soften your face. Good work. You're doing so well. This is your last set of bridges. Hallelujah. You're almost there. Then we're moving on. We're doing kneeling sidekick next, which is a challenging exercise. You're gonna feel the burn all over. We're gonna do 2 different movements on this one side. Make sure that your hip is right over your knee, fingertips under shoulders. Squeeze your glutes, pull your stomach in, press your hips forward and avoid arching your back as your leg lifts up. Your top leg is in parallel or internally rotated, helping to target your glute more. Focus on squeezing the upper side glute. That's your glute medius. Each time your leg lifts up, we find that little hold. Now to make this easier, you're gonna bend your knee to 90 degrees, shortening the lever. If this irritates your bottom knee, you could also modify and just lay on your side. Good work. Remember to hold for a moment at the top. We're staying on this one side, doing little circles, circling behind you with your hip and extension. Press down through your bottom shin. Continue to squeeze your glutes and press your hips forward. As we get tired, what often happens is that people start to flex at their hips. Push your hips forward. Relax your shoulders. This burns like crazy. Just look at my face. I'm trying to hide it. We're moving on to side 2. The second side always feels harder because the bottom leg is working in this exercise too. Remember that your top leg is either in parallel or it's internally rotated. Focus on squeezing your side glute each time you lift up, pressing your hips forward. Keep your belly strong and your shoulders away from your ears. You know what's coming up next. We've got circles. You can do this. You're almost there. We're making our way to tabletop next for donkey kick. We're going to do 3 different movements on this one side. Focus on keeping your hips and your shoulders square to the ground. As you kick up, squeeze that booty, hold for a moment at the top. Flex your foot and push up through your heel. Hamstring curl is next. Holding your leg up, maintaining that height, flexing and extending your knee. Continue to push your hands down evenly. Back of the head is lifted. Belly is strong. You're squeezing that booty, keeping your leg lifted the whole time. Last move on this side, I'm going to drop down to my elbows just to give my wrists a break. You're now pulsing up and down just an inch in movement. Relax your shoulders, keep your belly strong. Make this movement as small and controlled as you can. We're almost done our workout. We're going to be switching sides. Donkey kick is next. Hamstring curl is next. Keep your core and your glutes strong as you flex and extend the knee. Tiny pulses are next. This is the last exercise of your circuit today. Keep your belly strong and feel free to come down onto your forearms if you like. Yay, you did it! You completed day 3 of your booty core challenge. Let's take a nice deep stretch. We'll start on our knees in a child's pose. Knees wide. Reach your fingertips toward the top of your mat, stretching out your back. Breathe into your back ribs. And allow your body to soften. Coming up to seated. Bring the soles of your feet together, hands to your ankles, lift your chest up, and bow forward from the hips, keeping your spine straight. Relax any tension around your eyes. Sitting up tall, we'll transition onto our back for a figure 4 stretch. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, flex your foot, and gather the bottom leg in. If you're close to a wall, it can feel really good to press the bottom leg into the wall so you can get a little deeper into the stretch. Switching sides. Breathe into your back, let go. Release. Hamstring stretch next. Hug your right knee into your chest and begin to straighten the right leg. Bottom leg is either straight or you can bend your knee. If you're quite tight in your hamstring, you could use a towel around your foot. If you're more flexible, reaching for your toe. Keep your hips square and level. more flexible, perhaps even walking your hands up your leg and lifting your shoulders. Release and switching sides. Feels so good. Maybe walking up your leg, lifting your shoulders, big deep breaths. Release. That's a wrap, folks. Day 3 is done. See you tomorrow.